And thanks for tuning in to CESD, Fairmead Studios. Wait a second, hold on. This just in, All right, Lynn, we'll take it to you right now. Lynn, here you are. Okay. This just in, we are in front of Miss Mark's house right now, and she reported to us that she is going to be doing a science experiment from home using just household supplies. And I'm wondering, what is up her sleeve this time, and what experiment can she possibly do at home using household supplies? So let's go on and see what she has in store. And this is Miss Marks here. This is the moment that you all have been waiting for. But before we begin, I want to take a moment of science to appreciate all the things that we have around us to be able to even do an experiment. Moment of science. I hope you caught on to that, and I hope you see what I did there. All right, so the first thing that you're going to be using or needing is vinegar. You don't need this large jug. I just happen to have it from my classroom. You're going to need baking soda, not a lot, a measuring cup. I used a Dixie cup for a funnel, and you'll see what I do in a second for that. A large spoon counts as a tablespoon. I don't have measuring cups for tablespoons, so a large spoon will work, but not a regular spoon, a large spoon, kind of one that you use for soup. A Sharpie, and you'll see what I used, why I use that in a second. Some protective eyewear. I happen to be fortunate enough to have prescription glasses, so I use those. You can also use awesome real science glasses, okay? Real science wear. Or you could be like super cool and wear your sunglasses for protection. And if you don't have any of them, just have your parent or a guardian help you, and you can just stand back a little bit just in case something actually does happen. And it's not scary or anything, it's just kind of fun. All right, so I don't believe I said you also need an empty water bottle, and you also need just one balloon or a couple if you want to repeat this process. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pour half a cup, 4 ounces of vinegar into the measuring cup. And I have already done everything beforehand. I pre-planned this just for time purposes. So I have vinegar in here. It looks like it's almost about 1/4 full of my water bottle. And what I did was I just poured it in with the tip there, and I poured it in and it went in smooth. Now what you're going to do is I measured 4 tablespoons using a large spoon. I put it into a Dixie cup. Then I kind of creased it a little bit to give myself a funnel. I had someone help me. So once I get the balloon, you want to stretch the balloon a little bit. And then once you get the baking soda in the Dixie cup, you want someone to put their fingers in it, or you can do it either or. And you want to pour it in there. And while you're pouring, you want to stretch the bottom of it so that way it's going in. Okay? So then you have your balloon full of baking soda, right? Now, what you're gonna do very, very carefully, let me put my microphone down for that one, drop the mic. You're going to grab but be careful because baking soda will be in this. You're going to wanna grab the ends and really secure it on the bottle cap. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. You wanna make sure that they are all around the ridges. And then for the Sharpie, I put a smiley face on there. So that's what that Sharpie was for. And make sure, because there's a couple ridges in when you see a water bottle, and you definitely want to make sure it's secure on there. Now, I'm not trying to give any hints about what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure you can predict or infer what might happen. All right, so first off, every scientist always makes a hypothesis. And a hypothesis is somewhat like a prediction. It's a guess. It could be an educated guess. And an educated guess is something like, you know a little bit about some of these products. Maybe vinegar. You know vinegar is an acid maybe. You know, baking soda is a base. Maybe not. But a hypothesis is something for you to guess what might happen. What might happen, or what do you think will happen if I mix vinegar, that's an acid, and baking soda, that is a base? What would happen if I mixed it together? I'm gonna give you a few seconds to think about that. Give you some thinking time. I want you to write your hypothesis down. Write your prediction down. I wonder what will happen to the balloon. I'm sure you can infer something's going to happen to the balloon, but I wonder what. Write that down. All right. And now it's time for the fun part. I wonder what is going to happen. Let's do this. I know you all are waiting. And also something that I forgot to mention in the beginning, this is a disclaimer, is make sure that you ask your parents to use these household items before you go and dig under the sink to use these. Make sure that you ask them first, and also see if you can get some help if you need it, okay? All right, so this is what we all have been waiting for. You can't really see the bottom, but I'm just gonna set it here, and then let's see what happens. I'm gonna gradually just go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it all in. Look. And it's fizzing, look at that. What is going on? And it's blowing up, and you see my little smiley face. Oh, and I have my protective glasses on. I wonder, wait a second. The fizzing's going down, and wait, it blew up my balloon, but where did all the bubbles go? Why isn't it fizzing anymore? And why isn't it inflating? Inflating is another word for blowing up. What just happened? I'm gonna have you think about that. Why didn't it blow up? Why didn't it just keep inflating? What happened? And look what happened to the vinegar. Now it's mixed. What happened? So I'm gonna have you think about that. Think about, this is called, in scientist terms, our conclusion, our results. I wonder what happened. Why did the balloon stop inflating? Meaning, why did it just stop getting bigger? Why did it just go down? Why did the fizzing just automatically stop? Why? I'm gonna have you think about that for a second. Well, I know vinegar has a really acidic taste because I know I eat salt and vinegar chips, and when I eat them, they're a little acidic to my tummy and as well to my taste buds. And also I know some salad dressings can be acidic too. So think about acid. Think about that consistency. It's a really, really thick consistency. And also when you mix baking soda with it, it causes, in conclusion, it causes a chemical reaction. So if you mix an acid, which is vinegar, and a base, which is baking soda together, it forces objects to blow up, the balloon. So that is called a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction, this is what happened was, these two items created carbon dioxide and water, and the carbon dioxide was trying to escape out of the bottle into the balloon, and then it had nowhere else to go. But I'm going to leave you off with a cliffhanger, because that's what all scientists do, because you always have to stay curious. But I want you to think about what will happen if I did all of that with the cap closed. What if I had no balloon? What if I put more baking soda? What if I put less vinegar? What if? Keep those questions going, and remember, always question and always wonder. All right, well, thanks for joining us at Miss Mark's house. And this is Lynn. Back to you, Brittany, at CESD News Fairmeet Studio.